Hey guys, I'm Ashley.
I'm Philip.
And this is Southern Done Right. If you are already a subscriber, you know that is not the name we normally say, but we have rebranded a little bit. So we're going to be changing the name of our channel. So from now on, we're going to be known as Southern Done Right. And we have had a lot of requests for this song. Definitely our most highly recommended reaction. I'm guessing because we've done several Tom Macdonald reactions before. But today we are going to be watching This House.
Okay.
And then a little bit later we are going to be doing Everybody Hates Me. So
wait, everybody likes me.
Yes, everybody likes you. But after, so we've done Exposure, Dear Rappers, and White Boy. Okay. After White Boy, he really blew up and he got like a lot of death threats and stuff.
Did he eat a lot?
Did he eat a lot?
Is that why he blew up?
No. So this is his response to all the hate he got after releasing White Boy.
So hold on. So a couple things. Number one is I do have just a small little bit of a cold, so I might sound a little bit weird today.
Or quiet. Talk louder.
Hi, I have a cold.
Okay, you don't have to.
Not like that?
Not like that.
That's not what she meant. So, and then also the rebranding, we're not going to be like doing that over like the Coles.
We're not going to be doing that over the Coles.
Because that hurts.
It will be strictly online.
All right, fantastic.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies, hating real.
So what do you think about the visuals in this?
I don't know. I don't know what to think about him yet. I haven't really figured out exactly where he's going with that.
He doesn't have like a label. He does all his filming himself. Him and his girlfriend do. So the kind of videos he comes out with for having like no kind of crew to do it, I think the visuals are really intense.
Right now, it looks like he's got smoke coming out of his head.
Well, I think that was on purpose.
Never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies, hating real loud, but they follow me, screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm the scum of the earth in the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm paid. I ain't spend $1 on the chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views.
Thank you.
He called us out.
Yeah, he had a lot of people react to him, and a lot of really good reactions. There were some negative ones, some haters or whatever.
Well, you know, anytime you do something great, there's going to be people that are going to have negative reaction to it because they don't want you to call them out.
Yeah, well, I think it was interesting when he was talking about them hating on him online, and then they preach about equality. Like, everyone should be equal unless I disagree with you, and then you should shut the hell up and believe what I believe.
It seems like I've heard that a lot here lately.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people like that.
Everybody should be equal. So, but as long as you the way I do.
If you disagree with me, then you should be like
blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter. Y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing you triggered. Y'all just keep missing the point, and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I can see this coming like a fortune teller. And a calm sea don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and gray. I'll be looking back at when they posted hate, and it will hurt a bit, but it was worth it when your dream is getting hurt no matter what they say. I try conveying that I love us all, and the way I did it left them so appalled. I used a broken arm to try and break their walls. No matter what they say, they know it took balls.
Okay, so now I get what he's doing with the visuals.
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome. That was really good.
Yes.
That's like, I'm going to make it through the storm. I'll be the storm. I don't give a crap.
I thought it was interesting when he was talking about, I used a broken arm to break their walls. Like, you know, he's trying to get through to people. Like, quit being so offended about every little thing. Quit, you know, he's trying to say that. But the race conversation is already so broken that, like, he's using a broken arm to try to break through this wall of stupidity that is, you know, it's really only like 8% of the population that acts like that. They're just very freaking loud.
Yeah, they're really loud. So
Really loud.
I was reading something the other day, and they were talking about how America is actually like one of the least racist places on the planet.
Absolutely.
But yet we talk about it more than any other country. And, you know, and that's fine if you're talking about it in a constructive sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great thing. But if you're talking about it in a divisive sense, then that's terrible, and you need to shut up.
You know, they did a big study, like, of a bunch of different Western countries, like in Europe and the United States, and in France, like 50% of the population said that they would be uncomfortable living next door to someone of a different race.
Wow.
So France is extremely racist. And I'm sure that there are places that are not Western nations that I know there are several Asian countries where the people are very racist, but they don't see it as racism. Like, it's not the same thing. But
they don't see it as racist.
no, they don't. They just okay. You know how people, if you say statistically, black people commit crimes disproportionately, like they're 7% of the population, but 50% of the murders.
Right.
Okay, if you say that in America, people call you racist. Like, they're not going to commit crimes just because they're black. Of course they're not going to. Nobody's saying that all black people are criminals. They're just saying that there is disproportionate crime in those communities. But in Asia, they're just like, black people are dangerous. I don't want to be near them.
So while we're on that subject, I want to bring up something, because I actually have a friend from New York, and he said when I moved down here, it was so weird. He said because, you know, he said in New York, people that live over here, these are black people, and then these people are the Asians, and then these people are the Hispanics, and these people are the whites, and nobody like lives in those communities.
Mm-hmm.
He said when I moved down here, it was a little bit of a culture shock, because you
so
look around and like everybody's, you know, you might have a Hispanic on one side, a black guy living on the other side, and an Asian person living across the street from you.
Yeah.
He said that you don't see that in New York. And here we are in Georgia, you know, and everybody lives like that, but yet the South is so racist. But go to New York City, and people all have their own little communities and their own little boroughs, and yet they're supposedly so progressive there. But you come down here and we're all able to live amongst each other with very little issues.
Well, it's kind of like in colleges that they have like different housing for different races.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That is crazy. That is crazy to me. It's insane to me. But I think you get that segregation, like self-segregation, where all the black people live in one community, all the Hispanics live in one community, or whatever. I think you get that self-segregation in big cities.
Yeah.
Because there's just not enough. There's not enough room. You want to live around the people you know. The people you know, if you're black, most of the people you know are most likely black. So you just wind up staying in that community. But if you go farther out into like the actual suburbs, I don't know. I wonder if the suburbia is the same way.
It is. He lived in the suburban part of New York. The suburbia up there is very much the same way. They're all separate up there. And he said it's so different when you come down here and you go to, you know, places like Barton or Union City. So that I was making fun I mean, but you go down there and
I don't know.
everybody's living next to each other.
If you go to trailer parks, they're mostly white. If you go to government housing, mostly black.
Yeah, and that's true. But when you're living in houses, whether it's in East Point,
Oh, houses are
or
completely diverse.
yeah,
Like I've had, you
yeah,
I've had
because
just as
nobody
many
goes
black
in
neighbors
there,
as white
but
neighbors.
because nobody here goes there going, okay, well, who lives here, and then look at the house.
Right.
Do I like this house? Yes, I'll get this house, and then I'll see who I live next to, and we'll go from there. And that's kind of the mindset at least in this area anyway. But anyway, I think we might have got
We got a little off topic. Okay, we're going back. Sorry for that, guys.
Let's go back to clouds, thunderstorms.
Surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation, I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this house when my days end and it's vacant, and they bury me with that only key. My biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk, draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put sensors on all of the boards in the bridge so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll gut all the bodies and cut off the skin, then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs, and then plant it in mud till it stands in the wind. Then they'll stand there and look at this that we did that we never imagined we do because of them. Our blood and sweat and tears went into what we built till we were bags, so we used blood.
Wow.
Okay, so I got a couple things on that. Number one.
Don't get stuck on the Satan thing. It was a metaphor.
No.
Okay.
That wasn't even one of them.
Okay.
One is, boy, he sure does say I and me a lot.
Yeah.
So he's maybe stuck a little bit on himself too much. He does go into the we and kind of realizes, they're toward the end of that little scat that, hey, yeah, I didn't do it by myself. My fans kind of built me up there. But what I do like that he says is, look, I didn't have this, I didn't have this, I didn't have this, I didn't have this. Look, I'm making it. You can too. And that I like. Because there's so many people, well, I don't have this, and I don't have that, I don't have this, and everything's working against. It don't matter. If you really want it, it can still go. You might have to work a little bit harder, but you can do it. So that part of the message I really love.
I agree. I think that the wordplay is crazy. Like, that was a really long, timed, on the beat rap section, sticking to one subject, like telling a story or painting an image that was just, it was one long continuous thing, and you almost never see that in rap music anymore. It's all bullarchy. Like, Lil Wayne was big for a really long time, and I never understood the satisfaction, or I never understood the freestyle thing. Like, one minute he's talking about helicopters, the next it's cotton candy, and it's not like metaphors following a subject. It's just him spitting random things that rhyme out.
To be honest, when it comes to Lil Wayne, I couldn't listen to his voice from that. It was like nails on a chalkboard to me. So I was not able to listen to a lot of the words of what he said because I just couldn't take the voice.
But I do think that the rap itself is
Blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag.
You have, whether it's rap, rock, country, whatever, you have songs that are good songs because the music is good. You have songs that are good songs because the lyrics are good.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find, honestly, it's very hard to find something that has both. So, I mean, there's a few here and there, and I mean, I won't go off on a tangent, but like, for me, like One Headlight, it's great music, great words. Unfortunately, sometimes the music's so good that people don't actually understand what the words mean. So,
and there are some artists I like. I'm a lyrics person. I prefer lyrics over music.
Yeah.
So I prefer the message behind a song. Like, I care more about the message behind the song than what your voice sounds like or what the music in the background sounds like. So there are several songs that I really, really like that people who are pickier won't. And like in rap music, flow is really important.
Yeah.
But I don't. To me, it's just not as important as the message behind what you're saying. Like Hobson, I love Hobson, absolutely love Hobson. But you know, one of my favorite songs of his, "Ill Mind 5," I think. Like the flow behind it isn't as good as in other music, but the message I think is really powerful.
Yeah. Well, but and that being said, in order to get your message across, a lot of times you have to speak in the language of the people that are consuming what you're putting out there. So sometimes that does matter. Sometimes the flow does matter. Maybe the message is awesome, but
They're not going to listen to you because the flow's off.
you're right. Exactly. So I mean, you have to have a very good. You have to be a very good artist to be able to pick up on both, and that's kind of where I'm going with that. And so this guy, I mean, this is what the third or fourth song by him that I've heard, and I feel like, you know, I don't know what people that usually listen to this type of music are going for. I love the message. I love the rhythm. I love the fact that he does have, you know, breaks to give you a second to kind of sink in what it is he's saying. But when he gets into saying what he's saying, he says everything he wants to say in a very short period of time. So I mean, I think he does very well with that.
We use blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit. Our haters doused in gasoline, they brought to try and torch us with. Let them hate, dog, everyone will have something to say, dog. Their opinions don't mean trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Gravestone, I'm a cheat death.
Trying to judge your engine by your paint job.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
It's great.
Gravestone, I'm a cheap death. There's too much I ain't seen yet. They think that I got it way over my head, but I feel like I just got my feet wet. We're trying to dream more and sleep less. Avoid the pills when we're depressed. Remember to not be too hard on ourselves. If we cut deep enough, we bleed bread. Man, you never know when it's time to go. Heaven's open when the bars are closed, so seize the moment. Don't leave it hoping you'll breathe tomorrow. You could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made of fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate.
He said, "Don't miss me when I'm gone."
Yeah. Well, I thought that was great.
I thought it was pretty good. I really did.
It was great. No.
So I mean, I'll admit that it's not my favorite that he's done.
No.
But I do love the fact that he doesn't back down. He's like, this is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I believe. This is a message I'm trying to send. And whether you like my message or don't like my message, if you're going to listen to me, you're going to hear my message. What?
That's just so much truer for the next song you're about to watch his. I'm excited. If you're seeing this, I plan on posting Everybody Hates Me on the same day. So go look in our video list and you'll see Everybody Hates Me on there too.
Likes me.
Ha ha ha.
Everybody likes me.
Like the video if you like us. Comment. Let us know what you want to see. And check out our TeeSpring store. The link is in the description if you want to support our channel.
Give us a like, subscribe, see what we got coming up. We're putting out some pretty good stuff right now, I feel.
All right, bye guys.